Welcome back to the HCST Athletic Show. I'm Caden Dremiller, joined by Manny Pereira, and our first head coach to ever join the show from the studio, Coach Turner of the Bayonne Lady Bees. How's it going?
It's going well, fellas. Thank you for having me.
No problem at all. We've got quite a few questions for you today following your win on the HCST Athletics Game of the Week. So you look back on a win like that, a 14-point win on the road against one of the better teams in the county. Are you satisfied with the performance that your team put out?
Yes, I think, as a coach, we just want to play the games that are on our schedule, one game at a time. So I just think that the game plan going in was to, control the tempo, make sure that our scorers got involved. And, for the most part, they did a good job of shutting down Mackenzie. I don't think that Mackenzie had a bad game. I just think that, Hudson Catholic did a great job of crowding her when she got the offensive rebounds, because she is such a dominant scorer off the offensive rebound. So, she had 2 and 3 people around her, was able to kick out and stuff like that. So, I always break the season down into three parts. There's the county season, there's the regular season, the county season, and the state season. So we want to win 2 of the 3. So we won the regular season. Now it's on to the county season. And just the seeds came out today. So I'm just looking over the seeds and seeing where we'll end up and who will play, and just, breaking down film. So yes, Saturday's game was, pretty much a good feeling, because it's the first time in a long time that we've, actually won the league outright. It's always been a share. We've always split with someone. So, the girls are pretty happy about that.
Yeah, so I was going to ask about Mackenzie Neal, and obviously you said it, not the greatest game for her scoring the ball. But you couldn't tell if you were watching the game with the way that she was acting. Her body language was great. Yeah. And you guys have that next man up mentality, it seems. Somebody like Tatiana Watson, who scored 10 points, had 5 assists. How do you guys keep that kind of energy and culture throughout the game where there seems to be no ego on the squad?
I think it's a mixture of, the girls buying into the system and, the schedule that I put together this year, because, we played, of the 24 games, there was 8 county games. So we had 16 independents. Of those 16, I think 10 were ranked in the top 20. One team was ranked top 10 out of New York. So the girls are always ready for the high pressure moments or the high pressure situations. So it's just a matter of, if Mackenzie's not having, I don't even say Mackenzie didn't have a bad game, a good game or a bad game. I think, like I said, Hudson did a great job of crowding her. When she got the rebound, they had 3 players around her, so which forced her to kick out and pass, but she's such a great passer. So it was just a matter of us making shots, and we did. It was, Charlize almost hit 3 threes, Giselle hit 2 threes, Janaea hit 1. Tati was able to control the flow of the game by ball handling and distributing, and our bench players came off and gave us solid minutes. So it's just in practice and in film session, we always got to say, when your number's called, you got to be ready to go.
Yep, a complete team you have, and you currently have a lot of seniors combining for 864 points on this season alone. So what is it that you're trying to do to ready your younger players to step up?
Just put them in positions where they feel uncomfortable. I always say, get comfortable being uncomfortable. So, throwing Samara in a game where, when we're playing at Gil St. Bernard, and, they have the good players, and, at University, and, just making her get comfortable being uncomfortable. And, she's made some great plays for us. And the same thing with Emily Cunningham and Jada Stovall, just the younger players, because, the seniors are battle tested. We've been playing these games since they were sophomores. So, and Giselle's been here since a freshman, and she's just like, as Stuart Scott would say, cooler than the other side of the pillow. So, she's ready to make the big shots. And, if Mackenzie, one part of her game is shut down, like, she couldn't get any offensive rebound putbacks, she turns into a passer and a facilitator. So it's just as a coach, it's so great to see your players, finding other parts of their games to contribute.
So you guys went undefeated in the division this year, and you've only lost 4 regular season division games in the past 4 seasons. And for such a good team, it may be easy to maybe have a look-ahead game or a letdown game against perhaps a lesser team. How do you make sure that your team never looks past the opponent that's ahead of them?
No, we don't. I make sure my girls, respect everybody, fear none. Like, we have to, it's one quarter at a time. It's one possession at a time. Like we're not looking ahead. We got the winner of the 8-16 game with, quarterfinals. We're preparing for that. I'm breaking down film. You never want to get caught looking ahead, because that's when mistakes happen. I mean, in sports is like, there's a winner and a loser, and the winner is usually the one that's prepared. So I'd like to get my girls prepared for whatever game plan the other team is having, and we don't look ahead. We're not worrying about the semifinals. We're not worrying about the finals. We're worrying about the quarterfinal game, which is our next game.
Exactly. And you talked a little bit about how you divide up the season. And I want to talk a little bit about what you called the county season. So everyone on your squad that's been here for at least a year knows pretty much nothing but winning when it comes to the county season. You guys haven't lost one since 2019. What does it mean to have all your girls with not just that level of experience, but confidence as well?
I think that's a great part of their, of the skill set. I mean, confidence is 30% of everything. I mean, if you're confident in what you're doing, a lot of great things that happen, in life, in basketball, and whatever you do. So the girls just feed off each other. So when you're standing behind, if you're in a dark alleyway and you're standing behind Neil, Davis, and Myers, you're pretty confident that you're going to come out on top. So I just always try to reiterate to the older girls to try to be positive role models and do the right things and lead by playing hard and picking the players up, and it's always constructive criticism. When the freshman makes a mistake, it's come on, from them it's come on, pick it up, look inside, or make the extra pass, this, that, and the third. I always say, you're not the coach, I'm the coach. So the girls are always picking each other up. So that confidence is contagious when the older players are being positive and slapping fives, and on the bench when Samara makes a spin move and a kick out for a three. It's always a comfort to see that.
Yeah, that was one of the bigger plays of the game. We were fired up on the broadcast. But outside of that, what would you say are the main components of Coach Turner's culture?
Defense, and rebound. I mean, I always say, rebounding is the most important part of defending, because you can sit there and play defense for 30 seconds. The team shoots the ball and gets the rebound again. You just wasted 30 seconds. So we try to lock in on the defensive end. I mean, we don't run too many offensive sets. It's really game plan. Like, I'll watch the film and see what the team does, and then we'll put together something to try to attack that. But we concentrate on defense. Like, we do defense, conditioning, rebounding, because in the fourth quarter, when teams are sucking wind, we're hitting the boards. We're still physical. I mean, I always preach physicality. We got to be physical. It's like a football game. It's like Mahomes yesterday. He was seeing different defense. They were blitzing them. They were sacking them. So the point guard is like the quarterback. So we're going to blitz the quarterback. We're going to be physical. We're going to disrupt what they're trying to do. So it's just defending and rebounding is the premise of all our success for as long as I've been the coach here.
Awesome. Great mention on Patrick Mahomes, and just want to put that out there. So you've played a really tough non-conference schedule so far this season, and those games are the only spots that you've seen losses in all season, obviously undefeated in county play so far. So after those losses, what does the talk look like? And just overall, how do you think the team handles their losses, which so far have been few and far between?
I just think that, for one, when we lost to St. John Vianney, there's always a game plan. There's always a number. Like I say this, my coaching staff, if we can get between 55 and 60 versus the number 3 team in the state, that translates into 70 to 72 versus everyone else. And on the defensive end, we're not going to give up 50, 60 points. I mean, obviously when you play a team like Morris Catholic that has, 5 All-Americans and they're banging threes from every which way, there's not really you could do. So, when we play those top teams, we got to say, listen, what did we do well? We rebounded. Like, we played Gil St. Bernard. We lose by 6. We held them to 8 field goals the whole game. The number 3 team in the state, we held them to 8 field goals. However, they shot 24 free throws, which, usually equates to a loss in any game. So, I try to grab what we did well and say, listen, if we can hold the team to 8 field goals and cut that 24 for 34 free throws in half, we win the game. So there's more. You can grab more lessons from a loss than you can from a win, because, it's like, when you watch film and you break it down, you say, all right, girls, we got to do this better. We got to do this better. So, and we're playing top-notch competition. So, like I said, the girls are ready for the big stage.
And that approach has led you to be a very successful coach for a lot of years. Was there anyone that mentored you or helped you become the coach that you are now?
Yeah, when Jeff Stabile was the coach before me at Bayonne, he was there's only been 2 head coaches on the girls side. It was Jeff Stabile and myself. So, I, as the assistant coach, watched his practices, watched how he approached the game from a coaching standpoint, from, a scouting standpoint, breaking down film, practice wise. And, Jeff Stabile, Coach Johnny Calloway got me into coaching a few years back. I was coaching the boys, the AAU travel team. So, I've just been a fan of, good games, watching different things. I watch a lot of boys games, I watch St. Peter's Prep. I watch Hudson Catholic. I watch Dickinson. I watch, North Bergen. I think those coaches that have been around for a long time, they run some great sets. And I like to see the speed of the boys game and how, different teams do different things in different situations. So I watch a lot of boys games, a lot of college games and grab different sets from there. And I also watch a lot of basketball games from around the state. Like there's some teams that compete in the state that, run some nice stuff and do different great things. So I like to take a little bit from everybody and mesh it into my own little invention.
It's awesome. And you could plead the 5th year. Would you ever consider taking a college job?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, you can't say no. There's a lot of things to factor in. The financial situation, the geographics. Is it worth it? I've been coaching for 20 years, so you gotta say, do I really want to do another 20 years? So there's a lot of things that factor into it. Like I said, the finances, geographic location, and situation.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that answer. Those are all the questions we have. Are there any final thoughts? Anything you want to put out there just as we head into the closing parts of the season?
No, I think you guys do a great job. That we, speaking on behalf of the other coaches around the county, I think this is good for our sport, for our league. So you guys are out there in the crowd, can't see, standing up. I mean that's the basis of good journalism, good reporting. So you guys keep it up. We appreciate it because this puts our league in the forefront and just keep sharing, so people around the state could know that Hudson County athletics is good as well. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that. And we thank you so much for coming on the show. Coach Turner, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You guys have a good day.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.